This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice for entertainment, educational purposes only. And everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, the subscribe button, or YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out, see what I'm thinking, see how I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, that they release us as false, and they give us a false narrative of the market to mess with us psychologically so they could keep us off balance and get us to make bad decisions. Anyway, listen. If a lot of you are not familiar with MEMX is where a majority of these trades take place. Okay? And the SEC had a pilot program going on with MEMX, and instead of the SEC having more control, the SEC is allowing MEMX to control the market without any type of supervision whatsoever. I mean, that's how it appears to me. That is my interpretation of the data. But first, let me break down what MEMX is. MEMX, or Members Exchange, and this is according to Investopedia, is an equities exchange founded in early 2019. Now, they started in 2019. This is 11 years after the 2008 debacle. Okay? The exchange is wholly owned by its founding members, a group of 9 banks and financial firms. Now listen to who owns MEMX. Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Charles Schwab, Citadel Securities, E-Trade, Fidelity Investments, Morgan Stanley, TD Ameritrade, UBS, and Virtue Financial. And what's happening here is this. Every time we execute a trade, a majority of these trades are going through MEMX. This is where the payment for order flow happens. This is where the dog pool happens. This is where they start the criminal behavior. This is where they start manipulating our trades and controlling the buying pressure, controlling the selling pressure, and doing what they want with no consequences. But here's what's crazy. Here's what piqued my interest. May 4th of 2020, the SEC initiated a pilot program for MEMX. And in this pilot program under Rule 11.15, the rule number probably is irrelevant to me anyway. But the thing is, this rule takes away the SEC oversight. This rule gives a senior official at MEMX the right to cancel any trade after a halt. So that means if there was a halt, and this is just my interpretation of what I've read, I know the shows are going to come out and say this is not what it means, and they're entitled to their opinion, but this is my interpretation of what I read. Okay? A senior official or anybody assigned or MEMX employee who they give that title to, he can reverse any trade that he wants after a halt. Now, tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that is increasing transparency in the market when an employee of MEMX can just reverse trades without any oversight, without having to answer to anybody. So if he don't like the trade, if he felt it went against his company's best interest, if he felt it went against these 9 owners' best interest, he just reversed the trade. And the SEC has no oversight. The SEC gives them this authority to do that. Tell me how abusive that is. And the thing is, this was just a pilot program as of May 4, 2020. But as of yesterday or today, it has become permanent. So now, Citadel, Virtue, and the rest of these people who are trading the majority of our shares, and here's the thing, a majority of the A shares, the AMC shares, the GME shares, who trades them? When we do those trades through Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and all these other guys, it's going through MEMX. And you know who's doing it? Jane, Virtual, and Citadel. These three are responsible for, I would say, 95% of AMC, APE, and GME trades. And now they're doing it through MX. Well, they've been doing it through MX since 2019. But now they can do it through MX with no oversight from the SEC. So why are we paying the SEC to regulate the market? Why are we paying the SEC to protect our interests when all they're doing is making new rules and making new laws to give the hedgies, the bad actors, more tools to continue to rob retail investors? I mean, it's absolutely outrageous, and the politicians need to step in. The DOJ needs to step in. There needs to be an oversight czar put over the SEC. There needs to be an oversight czar put over the SEC, because what they're doing, as far as I'm concerned, is criminal. It is criminal, and it does not look out for retail investors. It does not look out for pension funds. Their actions only look out for the 1% and the bankers. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, and tell me what you think about the SEC giving these guys the authority to reverse trades whenever they want with no oversight. Have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate you on this journey with me.